Hello and welcome to Rajya Sabha Television. You're watching Rajya Sabha News with me, Frank Pereira. Here are the headlines. The Prevention of Corruption Amendment Bill 2013 moved for consideration and passage in the Rajya Sabha. Disruptions prevent discussion on the bill. Chairman expresses anguish over repeated disruptions in the House, appeals to members to allow the House to function, tells members they are testing the patience of the people. And 12 newly elected and re-elected members take oath, proceedings stalled in the Rajya Sabha for the 20th working day. Languished by repeated disruptions in the Rajya Sabha, Chairman Venkaiah Naidu on Wednesday said that the patience of the country is being tested. He also said democracy is being murdered due to the relentless disruptions which are preventing the House from transacting any business.
After the newly elected or re-elected members were administered oath, disruptions by opposition members once again stalled proceedings in the Rajya Sabha. Members of the TDP, AIADMK, DMK, Congress, BSP, SP, RJD and the TMC moved into the well of the House. Chairman Naidu made appeal to members to restore order in the House and noted that just 2 days were left before the session ended on Friday.
Tomorrow is almost the last day because day of tomorrow the House is going to get adjourned. We have not transacted any business including important bills. Number of bills are pending before the House. The country wants development, the country wants registration, people want registration. Handful of people obstructing the House, taking up their own agenda is not going to solve any problems. It will not add Sobha nahi dete. It is not going to add anything to the value of the House. I request each one of you, please go back to the seats, discuss the issues. You are testing the patience of the people of the country. This is no good. This is no good. This is not acceptable. This is not democracy. This is stifling democracy. This is in fact murdering democracy.
Minister of State for Parliamentary Affairs, Vijay Goyal, also urged the members to allow the House to function. He hit out at the Congress for spreading misinformation against the government on the SC/ST issue.
अपनी सीट के ऊपर जाएं और ये जो दलित विरोधी की बात हो रही है, ये दलित विरोधी 50 साल से कांग्रेस की सरकार रही है। कांग्रेस की सरकार के अंदर जितने दलितों के ऊपर अत्याचार हुए और हम चाहते हैं सदन में चर्चा हो.
When the protesting members refused to relent and with no visible respite in sight, the chairman adjourned the House till 2 p.m.
You don't want anything. House is adjourned to meet at 2 p.m. today afternoon.
Kriti Mishra, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, the Prevention of Corruption Amendment Bill of 2013 was moved in the Rajya Sabha on Wednesday. However, United Opposition scuttled the passage of the bill and disrupted the proceedings of the House, leading to several adjournments. The government slammed the opposition for obstructing its anti-corruption crusade.
Minister of State for Personnel, Public Grievances and Pensions, Jitendra Singh moved the Prevention of Corruption Amendment Bill 2013 in the Rajya Sabha amid protest by the opposition members. The Deputy Chairman urged the opposition members to allow the House to function to avert complete derailment of the legislative agenda.
Sir, please, bill to be passed. Are you insisting on your division or are you insisting on your division demand? Deputy Chairman, sir, this is the sense of the House, this is the sense of the nation. Let the bill be passed. Are you insisting on that? I am insisting. I am insisting for division. Provide. How can I take division? In this position. I ask for division. How can I take division now? Then you advocate.
Several union ministers also made appeals to allow the bill to pass.
sense of the nation. And therefore the bill may be taken up and passed. Deputy Chairman, sir, the bill has gone through the standing committee, it's gone to the select committee, time and again it has been discussed over the last 4 years.
Every member, even a new member, is as good as a member and the old member. If there is no division, he can also sign his voting on a slip of paper. Government is keen for a debate for the last so many days. No debate is allowed to happen. No problem. This law is important. No. For the sake of finding out about it.
Deputy Chairman was even ready to take up division as pressed by the opposition, but voting on the bill could not be initiated for lack of order in the House. When opposition parties refused to relent, Deputy Chairman adjourned the House till Thursday.
House is adjourned till 11 hours.
Kriti Mishra, Rajya Sabha TV.
The Prevention of Corruption Amendment Bill seeks to address corruption in public functionaries. It has been pending in Parliament since 2013. Let's take a look at some of the salient features of the bill.
The Prevention of Corruption Amendment Bill 2013 amends the Anti-Corruption Act of 1988. It classifies corruption as a heinous crime and lays down longer prison terms for both the bribe giver and the bribe taker. The proposed amendment also ensures speedy trial limited to 2 years for corruption cases. It also seeks to increase punishment from the minimum 6 months to 3 years and from the maximum 5 years to 7 years. According to the Prevention of Corruption Amendment Bill 2013, a public servant takes a bribe if he asks, expects, accepts or attempts to obtain any gains in exchange for the improper performance of a public activity on his own. The existing law protects the bribe giver if he gives a statement in the court of giving bribe. The new bill removes this protection. It changes the definition of criminal misconduct to include fraudulent misappropriation of property entrusted to him. Habitual offenders are now defined as a convicted public servant who has subsequently committed an offence. For such persons, punishment has been enhanced. The bill empowers the investigating police officer to confiscate property of a public servant accused of an offence. In order to do this, approval from a special judge with prior government approval will be required. The bill also proposes to extend the protection of prior sanction for prosecution to public servants who cease to hold office after retirement or resignation. On November 27, 2015, the Union Cabinet approved further amendments to the bill. It recommended prior sanction from the Lokpal or Lokayukt must be obtained before investigating a public servant. The bill was then referred to a select committee of Rajya Sabha on the 11th of December 2015. The select committee presented its report to the Rajya Sabha on the 12th of August 2016. Bureau Report, Rajya Sabha TV.
Well, 12 newly elected or re-elected members from 5 different states took oath in the Rajya Sabha on Wednesday. India's rich linguistic heritage was on display as members took oath in different languages.
Oath or affirmation?
Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu administered oath to the 12 newly elected or re-elected members in the Rajya Sabha on Wednesday. BJP's Bhupendra Yadav, Kirodi Lal Meena, Madan Lal Saini, Telangana Rashtriya Samiti MPs Prakash Banda and Joginapalli Santosh Kumar, Lingamaya Yadav, Congress's GC Chandrasekhar, L. Hanumantaya from Karnataka, BJD MPs from Odisha Prashantananda, Achyutananda Samanta, Soumya Ranjan Patnaik and SPs Jay Bachchan took oath. 41 of the 58 members elected or re-elected to the upper house in elections last month had taken oath on Tuesday. Kriti Mishra's report for Rajya Sabha Television. Well, Rajya Sabha member Kehkashan Parveen was included in the panel of Vice Chairman of the House. The new panel, effective from 3rd April, comprises Dr. Satyanarayan Jatia, Tiruchi Siva, T.K. Rangarajan, Bhuneshwara Kalita, Sukhendu Shekhar Roy and Kehkashan Parveen. The decision to appoint Kehkashan Parveen to the panel was taken by Chairman M. Venkaiah Naidu on Women's Day. Well, the government has informed the Rajya Sabha that a large number of cases registered under the SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities Act 2018 have been found to be false. In a written reply to a question raised by Amar Singh on March 28, 2018, Minister of State for Home Hansraj Ahir admitted that 20,708 false cases were detected between 2014 to 2016, out of which 3,354 cases were registered under the SC/ST Act. This information was given by the Minister of State for Home on the basis of the figures released by the National Crime Records Bureau. Well, that's it on this newscast. Good night.